The year is 2015, and this is the year that The Witcher will finally be put on the map. You see, back in 2011 when we got The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings, this was a phenomenal RPG that I have such a soft spot for, but unfortunately it was overshadowed by the generational Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which is understandable. However, come 2015, when Bethesda Game Studios and CD Projekt Red would face off once more, this time a bout between The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and Fallout 4, things would go much differently. In fact, CD Projekt Red would set what is a standard now to this day for AAA action RPGs. And now The Witcher is an entirely big deal. It's got the Netflix show. They're getting the next-gen update. They've committed to 3 different projects in the Witcher series. They're remaking the first Witcher game. There's a lot of Witcher going on. But in anticipation of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt next-gen update, I thought I'd hop in and remind ourselves of just how fantastic of an RPG this game is. Friends, I will not lie. It has been since the Switch version came out that I've even fired up The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and even longer since I've done a full playthrough. I saw that the completed edition was on sale over at GOG for $10, which is an amazing deal, by the way, if you have yet to hop in. Comes with both expansion packs, as you can see, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine. And I was like, that's a perfect video for today. Like, with the conversation on next-gen update, let's just hop in and remind ourselves of how great this game is. And especially for myself, I'm also doing this for, because it's been a minute, like I said, so there's not as much as I'd remember, such as with previous So I Tried playing. So we're going to do a new game, and oh yeah, I love that they do this. You can just hop right into a brand new playthrough, or you can do the expansions if you just want to hop into those, which I really like. It's also New Game Plus, that's sick. But we're going to do a fresh start with Story and Sword. Tutorials go ahead, it's been a while. And the Witcher 2 save. You can actually import your old save, which, as you can see here, because we did do a Witcher 2 video on the channel, and boom, there it is. So we could import this if we so desire. I'm curious, because it's not a complete save file, what happens. But we're going to import it anyway. Oh my god. Good gravy. Yeah, it's funny. We talk a lot about The Witcher as an RPG, but we never really get into how hard the CG cutscenes go. And it's funny because they have so much gameplay to compensate for it that, like, normally we complain about CG stuff. But, like, that was awesome. Oh! Why don't I... Oh! Kaer Morhen. This is such a cozy beginning when you think about everything else that happened. Geralt's feet. I always think of when The Witcher 3 got its max player count when the Netflix series came out, and this picture was just everywhere. It was just Geralt cooling it. As a guy, I know where this is going with the I don't like this. This is definitely an uncomfortable thought, bro. Oh man, poor Geralt. This is a devious ploy here by Yennefer. The fist clutch is so good. I love this first shot plus the track. Absolutely beautiful.
Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever.
I'm glad Geralt agrees. Oh, wow. When you look at this versus The Witcher 2, and I thought The Witcher 2 looked fine for its time, but wow, what a leap. Especially because it's completely open world too. What a treat this game was.
Blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least,
I like how they pin that in, because that's very key to the gameplay in this game, how you study the weaknesses of the various creatures you're going to fight, and how you see them teaching her that, so it doesn't feel like malarkey, if you will. It's like, oh, this is actually a part of the game. It's not just us scolding Ciri for the sake of it because she skipped a book she was supposed to read. I like how they kind of indicate that Vesemir is like an expert because they give him the skull above his head, question marks for his for his level. Like, this man's gonna kill me if we actually fight. Oh man. Wow. It just completely disrupts the kind of blissful beginning that you were enjoying. And it was all a dream. I love that beginning. It effortlessly is a tutorial, but the setup there is so strong, where you're not familiar with him if you're new here. At the same time, you know what you're searching for, and then this music kicks in. This is one of my favorite tracks in the whole game. I didn't realize, and maybe it's because I'm playing on PC. It's the first time I've ever seen The Witcher 3 in 60 FPS on my end, like actually playing it. But it's so alive, and that's surprising given the amount of dialogue, voice work, content in this game, that it all looks good when they're talking. It's not perfect, but they're, again, surprisingly animated, and I'm very impressed by that. I don't know. Call me crazy. Maybe I'm just used to a lot of other games. I play a ton of old games for Retro Rebound, just disappointing me on the facial animation front, but this game in particular is surprisingly good. Oh, man, that view. That sun glare while I'm just cutting down ghouls, and I just took a part of its body off. Good lord. Wow, that's intense. This game, I keep saying it, but this game looks so good for a 2015 game, especially. Not that that's going to look bad, but it's impressive, like the lighting, the textures, the facial animations, amount of cutscenes. It's just high-quality stuff, man. And that is not a high-quality meal. That is disgusting. We don't talk enough about how the Witcher universe is the home to some of the worst friggin' haircuts I think I've ever seen. Like, what is that man's cut and beard combo? Oh, my lord. Look at that. The fact that the trees are always moving makes sure, like, no scene ever looks too still. So it's always nice just to slowly gallop around. I know in the next-gen update, they're adding walking speed, so you'll be able to walk and run at the pace you want, which I like, because in some interiors, especially, you'll be sprinting along. I want to take it in. This doesn't feel epic enough for me. So they're making some good QL adjustments in that next-gen update. But right now, it's like, do they even need it? This is totally fine as it is. These guys. No one was talking to you, bro. No one was talking to you. Why are you calling me a freak?
Beg your pardon.
There's a choice I'm gonna make for them. There's like it's funny, like there are antagonists in games I couldn't care about, but those little like assholes that murmur along in your playthrough, like this group here, oh man, they get me feeling some type of way. Like I gotta strike back. Oh, I just popped out. Okay. Still a little buggy. These are the things that I'm hoping they'll patch in the next gen update.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Sure. I won't do anything out of pocket. Don't worry, Vesemir. Don't worry. I'm not gonna, you know, get pissed and take out my sword on someone or something. No, that's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, this is this game's version of Force Persuade. He does the, doesn't he sometimes use the hand motion? There it is. There it is.
The freak's taken Micah's mind.
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Oh. You know you got a good game when you got me giggling at some random scene with like 2 NPCs that don't even have names. Ladies and gentlemen, a random side game that was so good that people would play this game, The Witcher 3, for it, and it was so good that they built Thronebreaker: The Witcher Tales off of it. I think there's an achievement / trophy attached to beating everyone you can in Gwent, which was awesome. Like, people would just play this game and travel all the lands to beat anyone they could find and build the best possible deck. It's just surprising that you'd find this with the game already doing so much. In a lot of ways, it's just a number game, but that's kind of fine with me because when you really think about it, they removed my debuff. When you think about it, Pazak was kind of that. And that was like one of the first card games in an RPG I played. But underrated staple, to say the least here. This opponent here is giving me a little bit of a tough time. Just pass your turn and give up, all right? I'm clearly going to win this. All right, and there we go. Won the round, 23-17. And, yeah, now I spent almost all of my cards. So that's how you don't play, by the way. Just as a little heads up from yours truly here, because we got 5 points. And let's see here if they're gonna just, yeah, they're gonna bring me down to 1 point. That's nice. Oh, but wait, they passed. So if I pass, that's a hilarious win right there. That is a hilarious win. 1-0. And just like that, you get a Gwent deck. You get new cards every time you beat a Gwent master. It's just a game within a game. You don't gotta play it if you don't want to.
Must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Setting up a nice future choice there. Maybe.
Then fuck off.
Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. These types of characters, more annoying than any main villain. It's like, okay, oh yeah, see, she doesn't like where this is going, but I have a sword.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
I mean, if I could just use the sword, I mean, that'd be great. I had no option in this one, but I'll take the free experience. Ah, the notice board. Here's where all the side quests lie. Or at least one's checking out, like Brother Missing here. And you can also get contracts from here. You can read all of these if you so desire. But they give you, if you go to your map, which I hit the wrong button. If you go to your map, it'll actually mark nearby locations. If they stop giving me tutorials, like these question marks here, based off stuff that we read at the end. So it's worthwhile to actually stop by a notice board and pick everything up. But what happens is it does end up loading your map. This seems pretty tame, but The Witcher 3's map gets pretty nuts after the whole prologue section of the game. And fortunately, they add filters, so all that stuff is gone. And they add even more in the next-gen update. For sure, if you hold the A button, the game kind of auto-steers. Yeah, it's doing it right now. Which is really nice, because some of these roads wind and wind and wind. And hello, we have some friends here that we want to face off against. Let's see what we got, ghouls. Oh, I'm using the wrong sword. Hold on. Right. I gotta...
Come on.
Ouch. Got him. Bouncing back and forth. Yeah, not good at all. Deflect. Wait. Oh, God. My stamina's low. Ah. Oh, no. That's when you know you're bad. The game's telling me to flee. Come on now. Just give me a chance to learn the game. I don't need to run. I'm definitely under-leveled, but I'm going to go for it anyway because XP and honestly flexing. But I'm going to drink water and eat some bread mid-combat here. Yeah, excuse me, my health is just recharging. You're gonna have to give me a moment. I don't think fire would work on you, but oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, so one thing they're removing is this radio menu, or they're making it an option rather, where you can just do a hotkey pretty much, which is really nice. Oh, hello. Hold on now, Drowner. Whoa, where'd you come from? No. I don't like that you came out of nowhere. Oh, that's a crit. Oh, that's a mean crit. That's a great dodge. Oh, we'd love to see it. There we go. Oh, that's gonna blow up. Move. Whew. Oh, that was close. All right, let's get that loot. Now, where were we? Yeah, so The Witcher is also pretty loot driven. I always disliked, I'll just say, how the armor in The Witcher 3 looked. And it's funny because this was a problem in Cyberpunk as well. Because, good God, did some of the stuff you wear look terrible, and they finally added transmog. But, like this, I'm going to equip this. Oh, man, like that top is just so whack in comparison. The swords you can get down with. Like, that sword is fresh. Look at that thing. I love how that looks. But the armor, like, that's just a night and day difference. But, I mean, when you look at how much more armor I get, it's like, well, what, am I going to not wear that? I got to. But I look like I'm running around in some fluffy flannel. So this is one thing that's really great about this game is the bestiary is actually useful. It's not just a place to hold lore. It's like, okay, what is everyone weak against? So we have a little bit of information here, and we know that Igni is actually, I was wrong, a great sign to use against the Drowners. So we've found a group here, and in the spirit of preparation, as they give me another tutorial, we are going to use Igni. And now we're set to use that on these freaks, and we'll beat them a little easier. Perfect, you're all gathered up. And just like that, things are a lot easier now because I targeted a weakness. I was able to stun a lot of them, do a lot of damage. You'll notice I'm taking care of business a lot easier this time around. Wow, that's nasty. Okay, cut completely in half. Whoa. But preparation is key in this game. I didn't have to just set up the spells, or the signs, I'm sorry, I should say. It was also just setting up oils, maybe, that you might need, because there's a lot of crafting in this game. So just things worth looking out for. Oh, God. Hello. Humans just hanging out here, attacking us for no reason. A bunch of reasonably leveled enemies, but then level 5 leader. So take a little bit of time. Oh. Ouch. Oh, jeez. Nice little finisher. Set you ablaze. Oh. Oh, good lord. Let's go here, kill that. Go here, collect that. There is a lot of that in this game, which I do think is lost on a lot of people because the story is so good and has so many choices that it doesn't matter. It's just an excuse for you to spend more time in this world, which I'm all for. I don't have any problem with the way they've put out content, because sometimes the checklist stuff is kind of like a fun, guilty pleasure. But when you look at this game versus The Witcher 2, and I love The Witcher 2, man, but it's just the sense of openness. You can jump, sprint. I mean, what a seamless transition for CD Projekt Red. You'd think they'd be making open world games their whole lifetime. This is a really excellent effort here as a wolf completely ambushes me mid-praise. I was trying to talk about the people who made you in a positive light here. There we go. The MMO-like updates on the left side I could do without, though. Like the wolf has been dealt a critical blow and is now dead. It's fine and all. It's not the end of the world, but it feels so out of place for the immersive type of game it is. How in the world do I get up here? Something tells me there's another way around here that I'm missing. Well, I kind of Skyrim'd my way up here. I mean, I guess that counts for something. Oof. Deserter leader caught me good. Well, I got him better, though. Holy. He's just beat red. Like, that's not even blood, bro. It's just his whole body just turned red. And this is the type of lore that we're looking for. You finish an area, and you get good stuff like this, an interrogation report on what's going on up here. So this is the type of stuff that people really eat up. And we get a new quest through it. So that's why you chase down those waypoints, because it's almost like you're digging and digging and digging, and it's the way they string you along from one piece of content to the next, which is why it's a strength of the game, but it's also, I don't want to say a weakness, but it can be really overwhelming depending on who you're asking, because you could spend 80 hours, 50 hours. You could also spend almost 300, if not more, in this game world. It's really up to you. I know that may just be describing most open world games, but I mean, this one is I think particularly intimidating, because you're faced off with the idea of, oh, there's a lot of really good content here. How much of it do I want to ignore so I can live my life? And the wind is truly howling. Love it. Anyway, this is where I want to wrap things up. I just wanted to return to this game with all of the hype surrounding the next-gen update to just remind myself of how great it is, remind you all who already know even how great it is. And kind of from here, this will be our jumping off point when the next-gen update drops, and we'll do another So I Tried Playing there. So it's all part of a big Galaxy Brain play as the weather changes before our very eyes. This is very cool. But let me know what you think of The Witcher 3. Do you like it? Do you not? I know some people agree it can be a little slow at times. I know some people don't really like it. Some people absolutely love it. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And with that, take great care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace. And that's an awesome line for Geralt to say as we conclude.